everybody. It's that time of the week. Time to make some minis. So, tonight I'm going to try to get through. I didn't get to make as many minis as I wanted to. I was very focused on getting my Halloween costume done yesterday. And now I'm backlogged again. But it's okay. I will get it done. Things will get done or they won't get done. If they don't get done, that is okay. I have to keep reminding myself that sometimes it is okay to not get things done. But tonight I'm going to be working on these Unity cups for Kwanzaa. I made this one last year, and I had to go back and watch my video on how I did it, and depending on what I get done tonight, I may have to do some precarious drilling with a power drill while I hold the piece like this. So if that makes you nervous, you can leave before I do that. Or we'll see if I even get to that, because I've got 3 more of these guys that I gotta sand down. I got this one done. Didn't get to drill into them yet, but they're not perfect. They're not going to be perfect. I think that gives them a lot more character. Turned off my autofocus. There we go. A little lumpy, but that makes them look more hand-carved and personal, I think. So tonight is going to be a lot of scritchy noises, and I apologize for that. How has everyone been doing? I have been trying to truck through getting stuff done for Philly, so I'm not stressed about it. I did have a nightmare about it this week, though. That was fun. I had a nightmare that I was
for some reason, in the dream it was suggested that I was at a bachelorette party. And I missed out on Thursday through Saturday of the show. And that sucks. Like, so by the time I got there on Sunday in the dream, nothing was set up, nothing was ready. There was no way I was going to get anything done, so... But despite all that, I'm actually not very stressed about the show. And despite, having still a lot of things that I need to get done for it, I'm not stressed about the show. So, I guess it's a good sign, right? I'm excited, and I am anxious in the most positive way possible. And I do have a lot to get done. So this week, buckling down even harder, try to get some stuff done. At least some of the more big ticket items. The things that I haven't made for shows prior, probably cut out. So Oh, I did do Patreon content today that I need to edit. I haven't put it up yet, so don't get so excited, but I did film some Patreon content. So that's exciting because I was looking for my demo piece and I thought it was in my Christmas decorations. So now my Christmas decorations are organized. So that should probably be up sometime this week. I am also debating, since the show is coming up, putting up another coupon in general for my followers, because there's only 3 Patreon subscribers and I know that only one of them is attending the show. So I feel like that should be a benefit for people who actually come to the show. Until I get more Patreon subscribers, and then, yeah, definitely more exclusive coupons on there. Ooh. I think I would have like a clamp system or something, but I don't. A little bit more support. Man, if I can get 3 of these done, I'll be thrilled. Maybe we'll finish the lemons tonight if I don't manage to drill my fingers off. We'll see. I did the lemons. I just have to put their little stem nubbins on them and do apologize for all the scrapey noises. This is just, unfortunately, territory of making these. Shoot. Almost there. My cutting board finally gave up the ghost. Cut it accidentally last week, and today when I was cleaning I swiped the piece away and now it's just splitting. So put a new cutting board on the Christmas list. Phew. Oh goodness, sawdust. Excuse me. And we'll see. Oh man, I did my costume and I did a trial run of my makeup and oh gosh, it looks so good. I'm so happy with how it turned out. And I really wanted to show you guys, but I'm like, ooh, but then I could just post it on Halloween and you guys can see it then. So I have to be a little bit patient. As much as I do not want to be. This is the first big costume that I've made. Well, I wouldn't consider it big, but I guess it is. Since probably 2016. Because the last costume I made for myself was a voodoo law. Mama Brigitte. And I hadn't made anything for myself after that. Because I didn't have time with my previous job, so I just didn't. But I do love making myself costumes. My big goal eventually is to be Marie Antoinette, but that is such an expense to get the wig and the fabric and make all the undergarments, so that's a ways off. But for right now, I am happy with what I made myself this year. It turned out exactly how I wanted it to. I feel absolutely gorgeous in it. Plus I have people at work on my Instagram, so I wanted to keep it kind of a surprise for them as well.
Button. There we go.
Goodness. There. So much sanding. I do apologize for the sanding noises. If you're not totally into that kind of thing, it is certainly obnoxious, so... It's funny though, I went to go back and look at the video for how I started sanding these because I wasn't sure how I got the initial, like, indentations, whether it was with a file or what. I mean, not that it matters how it's done as long as it's done, right? So I went back and apparently the beginning of the video was never recorded, so I got through like half of the stream without any without having it actually stream. I must have hit like the stop recording button or something glitched, but it screwed up, so I was halfway through making this Unity cup without any knowledge of how I did it. But thankfully, figured it out. Just a whole lot of sanding. I think 3. As much as I hate to lower my standards for the show, I had originally, when I started making things, I was like, ooh, I'm gonna make 6 of everything. But with the time constraint that I have at current for the show, and in my daily life, I think 3 is plenty. And if they saw something and it isn't available, then they can always check my online store for when I get around to making more. Right, no harm in that. And honestly, too, I would rather have less stock. Because if I eventually decide that I no longer want to sell, then I don't want to be stuck with all of this stuff. Not that that's in the cards, but yeah. I mean, at current, it's not in the cards. Definitely need to go further with that. See, I got the eggplant done, the lemons are almost done, the lemon verbena is done, cabbage and collard greens are done. I had to go back. Some of my cabbage got damaged at one point or another, so I had to go back and fix them. Did not get to the fish this weekend, but that's okay. Oh man, I got that really thin. I might want to go back and redo this one. Jeez Louise. My stepson made me count how many pumpkins total were in my house and outside. Including the dollhouse room. We got 287 pumpkins total. I may or may not have a problem. That being my love of pumpkins. Which is funny because I do not like the taste. Not that I don't like the taste, I think that pumpkin spice is overrated. And I'm gonna get so much flack for that, but like, pumpkin spice is okay at best. In my opinion, I am a fan of spice wafer, so molasses and I guess that's nutmeg more. And if I had a choice of pie, it would be pecan. So trying to get this little nubby in the stem to go away. Much better. Oh, that's so cool. I love that. I love it. Okay, we're gonna stick to 3. I know it's only 8:30. We're gonna stick to 3. I'm gonna get them done. I don't know that my fingernails can handle another round of that. Oh, I need a bigger drill bit. But we'll start with this. Because I need to start small anyway. I'm sorry, not sorry. This is going to be scary for some of you. Because you're not going to want to see me potentially drill my fingers. But I am going to be very slow and very careful, and I'm going to turn off the mic so the drill noise doesn't scare the crap out of people. We're just going to take it slow. It's going to be fine. Alright?
See, what you just didn't hear was me laugh as I slipped briefly. But I'm good. Didn't get myself. We're all good. I'm going slow enough that it's easy for me to stop. See, we got our beginners, and now I'm gonna go get a bigger drill bit. And we're gonna get these guys done. See, all good. Alright, let's see what size we used this time.
size are you? 3/15ths? 3/15ths. Alright, taking it extra slow. Bigger drill bit means more potential for going viral. We're not gonna go viral. We're not aiming for it. I don't want to get hurt. Nobody wants to get hurt, let's be real. Except for... Let's try this. Maybe we'll try that. Drill noise. Loud. Sorry. You tuned in at the wrong time. Yes, I'm gonna freak you out again, except I'm not holding it with my hands this time. I can't get it to... I made the hole off center. And I'm wondering if I should go up. Or just keep using the small bit. Or do I just keep the screwed up one? Trade it out for the nice one. Ooh, I didn't sand the edges down. I'll do that. Work your way up, start with a pilot hole. I did start with a pilot hole. I just don't want to crack the side because I don't want to make another one. Too big. Too big. Too big. I got a small hole, look. Look, 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 look.
That one. What do you mean smaller? It is smaller. This is the next size up. Actually, this is the next size up. Getting my bits confused. Last thing anybody wants is to have their bits confused. Ha ha ha. Nope. I put a hole in the center with a small, very small bit just to start. And then I moved up to the next couple sizes. This one is off center. Yeah, no, I've got a pilot hole. We're good. It's too hard. I don't have an awl. We're good. Look, the problem is I got a hole, but it's not even on the edges. That's the problem. This side is thicker. See? Do you see? So now I have to work up in sizes on drill bits, which I'm working on. But it's like one size is too small and one size is too big. So I just want to even it out, but I don't want to crack the side. And this is not. Yeah. Jeez Louise. Don't have enough hands to hold and drill. Alright, that's a little bit better. Little. Ooh, that's working. Yeah, Goldie with an eye. That's actually working really well.
There we go. Okay. I'm done futzing with it. It's fine. Nobody's gonna notice. 25 miles an hour. Running through the woods. How are you, Nexus? Besides now spending your evening on edge. Been busy, keeping busy, that's good. Busy's better than bored, as I always say. Which is something my therapist hates. She's like, no, Bailey. We're allowed to be bored. Yeah. That's fun, getting it in before winter hits. Is the drill noise loud? People who are watching. I had been turning it off, but now Nexus is talking at me. Ooh. Ooh, row covers. Oh, you're fine. Look, like I said last time, if I hurt myself, I go viral. Be great. Great publicity for Billy Ventura. Look, my hand is completely out of the way. We're fine. And I'm going so slow that that's how much progress that just made, okay? So, like, slow and no pressure and focus. See? Nothing. We're not getting anywhere. We're good. Nexus is fine. We're okay. It's okay. Ah. Somebody has... Look, they were a Christmas present. And they're barely used. that was fast. Somebody needs corded drill. That's no. No, I like my green brand drill and my Christmas present bits. Another trick is to start drilling backwards to make a center hole divot. Look, I have divots. Look, there's a divot. There's a starting hole on all of my pieces. I know better than to not do that. I just need to... I'm just taking my time, okay? I just went in a weird circle. Slowly but surely. Don't blow out the side. Do not blow out the side. You're not going to blow out the side. It's fine. It's fine. It's just very thin. It's just very thin. We're going to go down to bit size. So glad. Oh, so glad I've missed you, Nexus. This is great. Thanks for your heckling. Speaking of heckling, I called my mom this weekend because she's been ignoring all of my texts. And I'm like, hey, are you gonna send out your stuff for Philly this year? And she's like, oh yeah. I'm like, oh yeah, okay, yeah. Only 2 weeks away. I'm... Less than 2 weeks away. Good enough for government work. Yeah, Mom. I hope somebody really likes these this year. This series, like the non-Christian holiday, non-Christian December holidays were actually some of my favorite pieces to do. Actually, any of the religious holiday stuff has been really fun. Like the little crosses, they're so simple, but they're so cute. And then the Stars of David and the dreidel hangings, the kinaras and the unity cups, they're just like, they're so classy and simple in their like in their sense of decoration, but I just think they're so elegant, and I think it was a real challenge to kind of make them, because you want to represent these cultures and these religions and faiths with reverence, especially when you're someone like me who doesn't really have I wouldn't consider myself of faith or even really spiritual, but I want to show respect to the people who are. So having done the research and having looked into the pieces that are meaningful to these people really meant something to me. It was real exploration. So, like the Unity Cup. So the Unity Cup, they if I remember correctly, when you're celebrating Kwanzaa, everybody drinks out of the Unity Cup, and it's to show like friendship and peace among each other. And the Kinara, the candlestick for Kwanzaa, they light one for every night, and each candle has a different meaning, or a different principle of Kwanzaa and the African American culture. So it's just, I think it's just beautiful. Maybe, but also maybe not. I like to think that there's an overarching theme amongst most, if not all, modern day religions, where pretty much all of them have like a general do unto others kind of rule. And I mean, you don't have to be of faith or believe in a god or gods or whatever to hold true to that belief. So, I mean, I don't think I need religion in my life to get me... This is like so taboo of a subject. I apologize for anyone who is not interested in this. I don't feel like I need religion to make me a better person or for me to get through my any of the problems that I have to deal with or anything like that. But I understand where some people would, and I understand the community that you get out of that, and the relief of having something spiritual in your life to help you understand the good and the bad. But for me, I like exploring the stories. I like exploring the meanings. And I like understanding the mindset behind all of it. But I don't think I particularly have a need for it in my life. So, I hope nobody faults me for that. I try to maintain an open mind. But, I mean, every faith says, you know, they have this general God, but you won't know until you see him, until you experience him. And so, I mean, scientifically minded, yeah, you don't believe something until you prove it. So, for me, I just hold true to that, like, until I am at the pearly gates or Valhalla or wherever, you know, I can't say for certain what anything is. And honestly, I don't want to, because what if I'm wrong? So I would rather keep an open mind, do my best as a human being to be mindful of other people and mindful of myself. And I think any God that there would be respects that. At least I would hope so. Or else I don't want to worship them anyway. You know? But there are so many people, like, to say if you're not a Christian and then your God sends you straight to hell or something like that, like, how could you have known any better? I don't want to believe in a God that doesn't hold some amount of understanding. As long as you're a good person. I mean, how can you go wrong? I don't know. Anyway, enough about that. Let's make a smaller hole. Before I get in trouble with anybody. The last thing I need is to get in trouble with anybody for having not spiritual beliefs. Didn't even hear it. Alright. Almost there. Almost there. Just taking our time. fast. Next size up. Hot. Oh boy. I was gonna make turkey chili tonight and I did not. Oh no. Ah. Oh no. Get off. Gonna have to sand down these stems again. Hopefully not break this one. Good enough for me. Good enough. Santa better something. Santa has a big wish list this year, but I don't know what Santa's gonna do this year. Do you put beans in yours? Of course you put beans in yours. I don't want to put beans in mine. Bunch of recipes I've seen are like, use cannellini beans, and I don't like beans, so I want to make I guess it's a white chili. Why do I look crooked? Did you break? Or you just crooked? Probably just crooked. Yeah. I made pancakes yesterday. I was having a craving for them, but I didn't make enough to freeze because I didn't have enough milk. I've really been craving waffles for like months at this point, and I have a waffle maker somewhere. I think it's at my dad's. It is very old. It is it's a Mickey and Minnie waffle maker, and my grandmother got it for me when I was like 7. Because what's a 7-year-old gonna do with a waffle maker, right? I don't think we've ever used it. But I still have it at my dad's. Oh. I'll glue you back into place. Oh, French toast, man. Do you like me some French toast? Not too sweet though, because I don't think the French toast should be sweet. I think the syrup needs to be real. Only real syrup at this point in my life. I mean I can, don't get me wrong, I do have the stomach for just pure corn syrup, but I don't prefer it. Might be worth millions, yeah, right. It is funny to me, the things we collected in my house growing up, because somebody thought that they would be worth millions one day. Or the gifts I was given as a child that, like, I have these stamps. They're Disney stamps, and they're like collectors stamps. They're like pictures of the cell art and like things like that. I don't know how else to describe them, but they're Disney stamps, and they have like like a signature of certification and all that with them. I looked up how much they might be worth. Maybe $15, maybe 60 for the whole set. And I was like, cool. What am I supposed to do with these? Not that they weren't thoughtful, but like, I don't know what else to do with them at this point. Just silly to me. Oh, goodness. Ow. I seem to have lost my tiny glue bottle somewhere. It is probably out in my Christmas ornament box. sell them for 60 bucks. What am I gonna do with 60 bucks? Fill my gas tank? Oh no. Glue everywhere. Yeah. Cool. Fill my gas tank once. No, I don't know. I'll figure something out, but... I remember, oh gosh, I must have been 6 or 7 when this happened too. We would go get the Happy Meals because my mom wanted to collect the train set, the plastic little train set that they were putting out with like the spinning Barbie and a couple other pieces. And we weren't allowed to play with them. She would just like get a Happy Meal just to get the toy. I'm sure she got my brother and I both a Happy Meal at the same time, but she was on a mission to collect them. Story sheets. I'm not faulting her, I'm just saying that there was a time that she was collecting these things. She also did the Beanie Babies. And that was less so, but she did do the train. But it's like the people now that collect Funko Pops and they don't take them out of the box. Like, what's the point? Are they actually going to be worth something someday? Probably not. Unless they're like limited edition special release. And even then, how much are you spending versus how much is that going to be worth later on in life? I don't know. I'm full of controversial opinions tonight. Like, with my husband's Magic the Gathering cards, I can see where the prices go up. God, some of his cards are so expensive now. He bought them for like, I don't know, $15 for a card, which is expensive. And then later on, now some of them are like $100, $150, $200. It's crazy. Collect what? Funko Pops. They're like little figurines in... I'll find a picture. Who texted me? You'll know what they are when I show them to you. Them. And they make thousands upon thousands of different ones. These are Avenger ones. They're essentially this generation's Barbies. But you don't play with them. They don't do anything. They just sit there. They're just figurines. which I guess is cool. Really? They're very popular. Cool. So we did that without drilling off our fingers. Hooray! Go me. Now to stain. What time is it? 9:22. Where's my stain stick? Should maybe keep it in here with my stains. That would be smart. That is definitely a red mahogany. I was worried about how much I got done this week, but I actually did get a lot done. I mean, even though I spent all of yesterday working on my Halloween costume. These guys were actually a feat of strength to get done, so go me. Going trick-or-treating. Yeah, taking the kid. And if he doesn't want to go, I am going. A lot of people around here just leave out the candy bowls. So, like, what's the harm in a 32-year-old going trick-or-treating in a costume? They're not going to know I'm 32. Also, if you're gonna dress up and to the nines like I do, you should get candy. Like, you should be allowed to go out. There should not be a stigma. I hate that there is. Oh, you should be out drinking at a party instead. What if I don't like drinking at a party? I don't know. People are weird. So weird. There's just always been this thing where it's like you need to stop having fun once you're an adult. And I've never understood that. Like, why? Secrets, can't tell you. Also, maybe if you looked at your text messages every once in a while, you'd know. I don't need to rent a kid. I've got a kid. I can't get down in there. Oh no. How? Maybe a toothpick. Yeah. Even then. He broke my heart though. He was like, I think this is the last year I'm going trick-or-treating. And I went, why? He goes, oh, well, I just think I'm getting too old. And I went, what? Dude, you're like gonna be 12. That's prime time for me to just send you off with your friends. Like, what do you mean you're too old? Who said you're too old? Who put you up to this? Rob's like, well, we're not gonna force him either way. I said, no, but I want him to understand that, there's no age limit to fun. And also, I'm not buying him Halloween candy if he doesn't want to go trick-or-treating. Rob goes, well, what if you buy yourself Halloween candy? I said, that's different. I'm an adult. I'm not allowed to go trick-or-treating. People frown upon that. Though, every adult that sees me in costume loves my costumes, so... Yeah. Look, Nexus, I know you're not into Halloween, but here's the thing. There's a strange amount of extroverted pride that you get from going around and seeing people and showing off your costume and getting to socialize with so many people in one night and also get free candy for it. So, and also, the only people that have ever been poisoned by Halloween candy are the kids of the parents who did it. So, I'm not gonna fall for any of that hooey. Ain't nobody putting drugs in our candy. Ain't nobody in this economy wants to do that. Drugs is too expensive now to waste them on little kids. I don't know if I should put this video on YouTube. I am full of spice tonight. Can't get down in there. Good enough. That one's already painted, Bailey. I did have a snarky little kid at one point ask me if I was too old to be trick-or-treating when I was well into my 20s, and I couldn't help myself. I was like, aren't you a little too young to be cynical? No grown adult has ever asked me, though, if I thought I was too old to be trick-or-treating. I did have somebody tell me that I was out past curfew. Oops. Hooray. Done. Look how pretty. It's gonna bug me. Ah. What, bet I was what? Too old to be trick-or-treating? Out past curfew? Probably. I mean, I could drive at that point, so, like, I didn't understand why there was a curfew. Yeah. Well, I would go trick-or-treating from the moment I got home until I couldn't walk anymore. We came home with 8 pounds of candy one year. So much candy. Also, my curfew ends when my parents say it does. Cool, we got those done. Let's maybe blitz through these lemons. That would be good. Then I can say that they are done too. Wash your hands. You're gonna hate touching the lemons because it's gonna ruin them. Wash your hands.
these out and then go lay down. Nope, go switch over laundry and then lay down.
Next is, I know you're not the biggest fan of Halloween, but did you ever have a costume that you really enjoyed? Or hated? Either way, we can talk about either. I think my favorite... Oh, that's a hard thing. My favorite costume was probably my broken doll from Cirque du Soleil's Believe. That was the last costume my mom made for me. That's not true. She made my Plague Doctor mask, but after high school, she stopped making my costumes. For the most part. The hair and makeup and costumery that went into my broken doll was just out of this world. But my Queen Elizabeth and my Queen Victoria were pretty impressive for my own making. No, never. Trying to think of what else I've been.
That was pretty impressive. I was Sailor Moon. I was... I've been a scarecrow, a vampire bat, a panda bear. Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas. Cleopatra, a police officer. A hippie.
Nope. Sailor Moon, a vampire,
and then I think I cycled through Sally and a vampire again, and Sailor Moon again, and then I was the broken doll for Halloween in senior year. And
Queen Elizabeth, a plague doctor, Queen Victoria. I was the broken doll again one of those years. Queen Victoria. I was Queen Elizabeth again. I was a Voodoo Loa. Mama Brigitte. Poison Ivy. But not Poison Ivy, it was Pamela Isley. And then I really didn't do Halloween much. Like, I didn't get the opportunity to... I did get the opportunity to dress up, just not make new costumes, so I would cycle through other costumes that I had. So this year is the first year that I got to, like, really actually make my costume, and I'm very excited about it. But I have always loved Halloween. I was a police officer, yeah, 5th grade. I had a Dunkin' Donuts bag as my trick-or-treat bag. And I thought I was clever. I think I borrowed costume pieces from my grandfather because he was a security guard at the time. Oh, no, I was a Nara one year from Firefly. That was another one I was. Really easy costume, but... And it's funny, because with all of, like, the LARPing that I did, I don't think I ever used a LARP costume as a Halloween costume. Bring you guys down closer so you guys can see what we're doing. How about that? Ugh.
blurry. You guys can't see what's going on. There we go. Guess that's where I gotta work. That's the sweet spot.
Not much. So my husband, a little while ago, he jokingly, made a suggestion that him and his buddies should get together and watch Tremors. And so it had been on our calendar that there was going to potentially be a Tremors party, and I honestly did not expect it to happen, because my husband is an introvert, and our friends can't always keep plans, due to one reason or another, and, but I came home on Friday, and 2 of his friends were over. And they were most certainly watching Tremors, and there were so many bags of chips and so much dip. And I'm sitting there and I was like, how far along in the movie are we? And they're like, oh, like 2/3. And I'm looking at the food and I'm looking at the movie and I'm looking at them. Now these boys can eat. And I'm sitting there like, why is there so much food to movie ratio right now? What is going on? So the movie ends and they're like, okay, number 2. And I was like, what do you mean number 2? What do you mean number 2? Like, what? They're like, there are 7 Tremors movies, but we only have access to 6. And I was like, okay. Except 7 is on Netflix. And I was like, okay, so we have Netflix, so we can watch all 7. Yeah. You guys are going to sit here and watch all 7 Tremors movies? They only got through 3. I think. 3 or 4. But holy crap, I was just like, why have they made so many of these movies? We were like Mystery Science Theater 3000 our way through the entire thing, too. So funny. Because I had never even seen 1. And apparently we were just gonna watch as many movies as we possibly could that night. So everybody left around 9-ish. And there's still so much buffalo dip in this house. Oh, next is you'll get a kick out of this. My kid loves Mystery Science Theater 3000. Adores it. It is so funny that he enjoys it. Is it blurry? Is everything too blurry? Maybe I gotta... Yeah. He's a good kid. I enjoy the humor of it. I don't watch it because I don't watch a lot of TV. I actively don't watch a lot of TV, but if the TV is on and I am in the same room as my husband, then I am involved in TV. That's actually funny. So we got to joking about, my husband and I joke about divorce, and it's, I mean this in the most healthy of silly ways possible. Like he'll start speaking in lyrics that I don't appreciate when I don't appreciate the joke, and I'll just be like, this is yours. Like, well, it's I find it to be healthy because, you know, people take it so, oh yeah, I could never, I don't want it to, these things happen, you know. He and I come from families of divorce, so this is what it is. So we joke about it to kind of alleviate the tension, but we got on the subject of what would we fight over in the divorce, and we both couldn't come up with anything that we both desperately wanted. Like, he's like, well, you could have the house, and I'm like, well, I don't want the house, because if we're divorcing, this house has too many memories, and also I can't afford it. He goes, well, I can't afford it. I said, okay, so we sell the house and we split it. He's like, I would want the TVs, and I was like, take them. I don't want them. I don't use them. Even when I'm sitting in the living room, I'll watch things on my computer. That's just an extra bill that I wouldn't want to pay. I don't watch TV. He's like, oh, okay, good. Jesus. Tick, tick, tick. Oh, tick, tick, tick. Huh. Alright, well. What's the face for? It's weird. Look. We are a very strange couple in that we enjoy doing things on our own and we can joke about divorce. I think that's the healthiest out of a lot of the relationships that I know. I was like, we ended the conversation with, but please let's not divorce. So, if that makes you feel any better. So much work. Entire process. Anyway, so I guess I'll go through my spiel and finish this last lemon, and then I'll feel really accomplished today. Didn't get the fish done, but that's okay. It'll probably be a this weekend project. Because this weekend I have no plans. I am going to sit in here. I am going to do minis. Keep saying that that's going to be my weekend. This coming weekend, it's the weekend. It's gonna have to be. Hair. So for those of you, I need to focus on this real quick and then I'll go into my spiel. Where did I spawn fiber? I don't know where it comes from. Just like appears on my hand. I will have washed my hand. I will have not touched anything. And I still managed to just be covered in fine fiber. Even before I had the cats. Just happens. It just, my fingers just pick up. I don't know. So weird. So weird. I hate it. Anyway, okay. So, for those of you new to the channel, and for those of you returning, my name is Bailey Carr Zimmerman, and I am the owner of Blueberry Hollow Miniatures. I have been collecting miniatures for over 25 years at this point, and I have been making actively for the last 3. I lost my train of thought. I try to stream on Sundays at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. If you'd like to check that out, if you're watching this on my YouTube and want to check in live, you can do so at Twitch. That's Blueberry Hollow Miniatures. And if you're watching this on YouTube, or if you're watching this on Twitch and you want to check out any of my previous videos, you can do so at YouTube at Blueberry Hollow Miniatures. I have a blog that I should be updating soon for the month. The blog this year is telling the stories that my grandmother had written for my brother and I, about Blackberry Hollow Blackberry Hollow, where my business gets its namesake. The stories of Mary Emily Bear and all of the other residents of Blackberry Hollow that kind of tell morals to the story and things like that. And they kind of go, some of the newsletters at least related to some of the events in my brother and my childhood. So it's really fun to go back and rewrite those stories and show what's not really canon anymore, and kind of joke along with things my grandmother wrote, make comments on it and things like that. So if you'd like to check that out, you can do so at blueberryhollowminiatures.wordpress.com. My Etsy is down right now. It will be back up at the beginning of November. Probably, I'm aiming for the 10th. But my stuff will be for sale at the Philadelphia Miniatura, which is the first weekend of November. Where did that paper go? I just had it. Gone forever. Oh, there it is. Okay. The Philadelphia Miniatura is held in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. It is a 4-day event, really. Thursday night they have what's called Name Night. It is held by the National Association for Miniature Enthusiasts. They have roundtables and ice cream and make and takes and silent auction. Sometimes they have raffles. or door prizes or things like that. So it's a really fun little event. It's all free, or that night is free, so you can come and socialize and meet some people in the mini world. Then Friday night is the preview. Saturday and Sunday is general admission, and I will be selling this year, so I encourage you to go check it out. It's philadelphiaminiatura.com, and all of the details are on the back of this card here, and I'll zoom in for you. So I will be selling there. That's in under 2 weeks. My heart. I am not stressed about it. I am excited about it. I am anxious, and I am hoping that I have everything that I want to get done finished by then. Let's see. What else is there to go over? If you want to check me out on social media, you can do so at Facebook and Instagram at Blueberry Hollow Miniatures and TikTok at blueberryhollowminis. I have one more day of streaming this month, and I will probably be doing Philadelphia prep. I'm not even gonna ask you guys what you want, because the past couple weeks have been Philly prep dominant, so we're just gonna go with that. Plus I will need all the time I can get this coming week to get everything done. If you want to see exclusive content, of which I made some today, and it will be up soon, as soon as I edit it and get it up on the Patreon. Exclusive content includes my HO train scale project that I'm working on, any commission work that I get, crafty side projects, could be exclusive coupons, all sorts of things, really. That is on my Patreon, and that is Blueberry Hollow Miniatures as well. There's 3 different levels that you could subscribe at for that, and that's $1, $5, and $10, and while they all get you exclusive content, some of them get you more than the others, so you can get an end of the year gift, or you can get free tickets to the Philadelphia Miniatura. Yeah, so there's all sorts of fun things on there for you if you'd like to subscribe. I am grateful for any comments, likes, follows, subscriptions, and pledges that I get through any of these sites, so thank you very much to everybody that supports me in whatever way you can. It just absolutely means the world to me that I have made it this far. And my other little side project, I will get that flyer as well, my other little side project that I have going on, is the Free Miniatures Directory. That is a website that is collecting as many vendors, clubs, groups, shows, recreationalists, museums, podcasts, etc. Of mini resources. If you are or know somebody who is in any way a miniature affiliated person, I highly encourage you guys to check out this website. It's the Free Miniatures Directory.wordpress.com. And there's a bunch of different submission forms on that website for you to join that. Everything is listed by country, and then in the US by state. It's a great resource. We've got 246 vendors listed right now. But we are ever growing. Slowly but surely we will get it. So yeah, feel free to join. I would highly encourage it. Other than that, I'm going to call it a night. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. I will be streaming next Sunday, probably very briefly, but hopefully some at least. So please feel free to check out these websites, and I will see you guys next week. Love you guys. Send encouragement. I'm gonna need it. I've got so much to do. Have a great week, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thank you.